All right, that's the introduction. When you are ready to begin your practice for today, close your eyes and bring your awareness inward. Let your mind come away for a moment from the other people here with you on this screen and be aware of yourself for a moment, yourself sitting here, just like this. Your only work to do here is just be. Just be. Maybe even practice acceptance, accepting yourself as you are, where you are, right here, right now. Take deeper breaths and notice breath moving into your chest, your ribs, your belly. Feel that breath tumbling out of you slowly with a soft sigh. See if you can feel that each breath you take in allows you to sit a little taller. And each breath you give away allows you to soften somewhere in your body. Inhale to draw yourself up into a little taller seat. And exhale, soften, just choose somewhere in your body to soften. Continue that for 5 more breaths, lengthening and softening, while I read the words of David Whyte. Enough. These few words are enough. If not these words, this breath. If not this breath, this sitting here. This opening to the life we have refused again and again until now. Until now. Opening to the life. Let's inhale as we pull our shoulders up by our ears. Give a squeeze. See if you can feel those muscles, the trapezius muscles here. And then on your exhale, press your shoulders back and pull your shoulder blades down. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, roll. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, roll. Let's drop one ear to one shoulder and take a couple of easy half circles side to side. Noticing, using this movement to just bring our awareness into our bodies, something to pay attention to. Leaving the air at the left shoulder. Stretch your right fingertips out to the side, and then let your left arm sweep out and up and gently rest on the side of your head. Not a lot of weight, just fingertip pressure. And you might even try pulling your head toward the corner of the room instead of down. Take deep breaths into that space you've found in your neck. And then let the hand come to the opposite side of the head and push your head back to neutral. So your neck doesn't have to do the work. Release the fingertips, right ear to right shoulder. Right arm lifts and ever so softly rests on the side of your head and maybe even gently pulls at the temple or the cheekbone up toward the corner of the room. Breathe into that new space. And then the hand comes to the side of the head, gently bring the head up. And with the fingertips on the floor on both sides of you, just let your head pivot on the top of your spine, side to side. Try not to go to a point of strain. Just see what's the natural, neutral turning point of your head. And then release. One more shoulder roll up, back, and down. And then we'll transition over to hands and knees. Once you get on your hands and knees, begin to move through a slow cat and cow. So take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, tilt the tailbone down. Start to open up the space behind your spine. Chin comes to the chest. Empty all the breath. And then reverse, tailbone first, lower back, middle back. The head moves last. Start to move your spine, your very own 33 vertebra at the pace that feels just right for you. One more time in both directions. And then let's pause in a neutral place to inhale the right arm up, opening our spine into a little bit of a twist. Exhale, reach that arm through, not hovering, not touching the ground just yet. Inhale, open. Exhale, sweep through. Inhale, open. And this time we'll thread the needle. Take the arm all the way out, drop the shoulder to the earth, the side of your head. Left arm can reach up overhead or it can wrap behind your back. Close your eyes here and feel your breath moving into the back of your shoulder blades. Use these breaths as healing medicine for sore muscles. Muscles that have been working hard and lifting heavy things. Give them the gift of space, of breath, of energy. Take a deep breath in and slowly bend your left arm. Use that hand to press you back up to tabletop position. Take a moment to find your neutral. And then we'll breathe with the left arm, opening out into a twist, scooping through. Feel that movement through the shoulder and the torso as you anticipate this posture. Inhale to lift, and then exhale, settle that shoulder, ear, side of the head to the floor. Your right arm can be overhead or wrapped behind your back. Every body is different. Everyone's bones are different. See if you can find what your body needs here, what this pose can do to help you pay attention to your body. Healing breath for tired muscles. Take one more deep breath in. And on the exhale, the hand comes by the face. Press up with your right hand. Draw yourself to neutral. Let's walk our hands forward so that we come into a kneeling plank. Keeping your core strong, press into the earth. Inhale, and then exhale back to child's pose. And we're just gonna rock forward and back a few times. Kind of oiling the pump. Loosening up our knees, our hips, and our shoulders. One more time, forward, take a huge breath in. And then settle your body back into child's pose. Allow your knees to come a little wider and your big toes to touch. You can rest your head on a block, on the floor, or the backs of your hands. My friends, if you'd like to stay in this pose or return here, please give yourself that permission. There's no one here to perform for or compete with. Give yourself the practice you need. If you're ready to move into a little bit more effort, spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes, and let's lift into downward facing dog. Take a moment to feel your way into this pose as you pedal your heels. You shift your weight from side to side. Inside of this beautiful and unique body. Your body is the result of everything you've done in your life up until this moment. It's exactly the way it is because exactly of what it has done. Just take a moment to be aware of the uniqueness, the strengths, the weaknesses, the beauty of this body right here, right now. When you're ready, we'll slowly walk to the top of our mat. We're going to take our time here, just really getting there with ease. You can place your hands on a block or bend your knees and grab your elbows. Take time to sigh here. To sway or just hang. Our yoga practice offers both strength and flexibility. You might notice in every shape what your strength is, what your weakness is. Press your hands to your shins and lift to a flat back. Exhale, fold, soften your knees. Let's do that 2 more times. Press hands to shins, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. Press and lengthen. And exhale, lower. Bend your knees even more and heel toe your feet out wide, the width of your yoga mat. If you have a block with you, go ahead and just bring that right here underneath your face. We're going to move into a little twist. So keeping the knees bent, the left hand comes to the block, the right hand onto the low back. We're going to start to open our shoulders to the right, and as we do, the right leg straightens, the left knee bends. Feel yourself opening here. Pause to notice what's happening in your body. The hand can stay here or reach up. Let your breath be expansive and soft. Expansive and soft. Slowly return to the center. Soften the knees. Switch hands. Right hand on the block. Left hand on your low back. And your back is flat, kind of a tabletop, as you start to roll your shoulders to the left. And as you do that, the left leg straightens, the right knee bends. You keep your hand on your back or reach it toward the ceiling. Breathe deeply here. Feeling the edges as you expand and soften. Take one more deep breath right here. And exhale, fold forward. Let your head drop down, bigger bend in the knees. From here, we're going to turn our toes off the mat And let the hips drop down even farther. So test the water, see if this is it for you. Halfway down, 3/4 of the way down, all the way down. Let your hips and knees decide. And then let's slowly go back and forth. Again, just kind of priming the pump, letting our body know what's coming. Rather than getting our body into a pose, we're using a pose to get into our bodies, to see what's here and be aware. The next time your hips come down to your comfortable level, pause, and you can place a block under your hips if you like. If you want to take a little less effort, just sit on your block. If you're comfortable without that, just let your hips be here. Elbows between the knees, turn this way. And as you bring your hands closer to your heart, elbows press wide, knees squeeze in. And this is the most important part of Malasana. Lift up through the crown of your head so you really feel traction and space in your whole spine. Tailbone points down, crown of the head lifts up. Breathe here, this glorious space of your unique and beautiful body. On the next exhale, release your fingers and move in super slow motion back to straighter legs. Turn the toes forward. Put a bend in your knees and then press on your legs, bringing you up to stand. Find your mountain pose. Take a moment to stand in your own footprints. Shoulder roll up, back, and down. As you inhale, you feel yourself get taller. As you exhale, everything softens. Let's take a deep breath together, arms reaching high. And once you get this high, expansive mountain pose, take your right wrist with your left fingers and move toward the left side. Keep your feet grounded, just put some space in the side of your body. And come back to center. Take your left wrist, stretch up and over, find some space here. What do you find in your body in this shape? Come back to center and slowly lower your arms behind you. You can grab your strap here and hold on to your strap, or interlace your fingers. I'll give you a moment to decide which one of those is best for your body today. Take a deep breath in, pull your sternum up, drop your knuckles down. Start here. Heart forward. It's a great way to start a day. Your heart leading the way. And then on the exhale, the knees bend, the hips bend, the chest stays lifted, and we'll fold forward with this chest expansion. Lower your head, chin toward the chest, and let your knuckles lift up high. It's common for the fingers to tingle a little bit here. So don't panic, but breathe deep and feel your chest opening. Your hamstrings lengthening. Your head lowering with each exhale. Release your hands to your back and then just let your hands come to the floor and feel that tingling. Let that be an awareness moment. Just feeling that life, that blood flow into your hands. And then press hands to shins, lift halfway. We'll exhale, stepping back into downward facing dog. I won't cue any mandatory vinyasa today, but if you'd like to take vinyasa between our shapes, you're welcome to. Forward and down, up and back. It's a nice way to keep the heat. If you don't know what that means, it's this, coming forward onto knees or toes, lowering halfway down, and then lifting to up dog, or you could do cobra. Okay. So from here, let's start to find some juicy hip action. On the inhale, raise your right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Just do a couple of little ankle circles here. And then squaring the hips, let's slowly bring that foot to the top of our mat. And once you find that foot placement, go ahead and drop your back knee. The block might be handy here in just a moment, but we're going to start with the knee straight up over the ankle, the chest pulling forward. So you know your body way better than I do. I'm going to give you some ideas here as we'll progress into some deeper stretches. Give yourself permission to stay in any place that feels best for you. So this could be it. If you'd like, bring the hands to the inside of the foot and heel toe the right foot out to the right just a little bit and drop the knee open. So you're on the outside edge of that right foot. I think a lot of people call this lizard. So pressing into the earth, lifting up through your chest, this could be another awesome place to stay. You could also use your block to bring one of your elbows down or both of your elbows down. And of course, some of you might even want to lower all the way to the floor, but we're here for 5 full breaths. Just finding what's here. Allowing the shape of the pose to help us pay attention to our body. Healing energy, deep breath. When you've had 5 full breaths, bring yourself to your hands and we'll just roll that knee right back into its upright position. You can move the block out of the way. The left hand comes off the mat and you're just going to kind of lean into that left hand as you pick up your back knee. And just see how that feels. That's a quadricep stretch and that's a great place to just hang out. You might even lift and lower. If you feel up for it, reach back toward that foot with your right hand. Maybe you tap the heel, maybe you take a hold. This is a great place to check in with that competition. It's common to watch a teacher that can do something, and we have to remember the teacher's probably been doing this for 20 years. I have over 12,000 teaching hours. It took me a long time to be able to grab my ankle. And it's not even important that I do. This is a wonderful expression of the pose that feels very much the same. We're going to return ourselves to center. Frame the foot with both of your hands and tuck the back toes. Lift that knee, and you're going to feel this in those hip flexors. Bring the hands to the right leg and lift yourself up for high lunge. Let the thumbs guide backwards. Let the tailbone slightly tuck and just feel this nice, expansive lift in the front of your body. Hip flexor, belly, chest, all of it. Allow your fingertips to come to the front wall. Find your lunge and then open into a standing twist. Breathe here. Inhale the back arm up, one deep breath. And then hands come to the mat. Step the right foot back into downward facing dog or child's pose. We'll be here for a few breaths, so you also have time for vinyasa if you like that. Check in with your right hip, check in with your left hip. Chances are the two sides feel pretty different right now. So when you're ready, raise your left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip, and circle the ankle. Extending that leg, let's draw the foot forward, planting the left foot and dropping the back knee. Make sure this line is straight up and down, knee over the ankle. Take a moment to notice your hips on this side, your breath, your unique and beautiful body. And let's bring the hands to the inside of the left foot. We'll heel toe the foot a little bit wider and then drop that knee open. So you're on the outside edge of your left foot. Again, you get to decide where you stay. We did this in practice yesterday and I stayed right here and it felt amazing. It's a little bit of work on my arms, but it just feels really good on the hips. So practice the way you need to. Next option is to bring in a block for one of your elbows, a little bit lower, maybe two elbows. Find the place where you can just close your eyes, come inside and breathe. Noticing any tendencies to judge the way your body shows up in these shapes, to be critical, to expect more. What if this is enough right here, right now? What if this is enough? Let's bring that foot flat and the knee up once again. And we'll take that gentle version of twist. So the right hand is going to come off your mat. You're going to lean into that right hand a bit and then test the waters, kind of prime the pump again, bending and straightening that knee to see where that feels best. You can stay there or reach toward the foot, maybe a bind. Again, this is an awesome place to check in with that tendency to, we should be in a different body. Another advantage I have is I've got really long arms, so binds are super easy for me. I'm not very flexible as yogis go. I'm more on the strong side, but I do have long arms, so I can bind things. Again, every body is different. Let's come back to a kneeling lunge. The foot scoots back to center. Hands on either side of the foot. Tuck the back toes and lift that knee. You can stay here or press yourself up to high lunge. And if you're moving into high lunge, just move slowly with this big arc. Thumbs back, tailbone to heart lifted. Breathe into your high lunge. Arms reach forward, spine is straight up and down, and then open into a twist. Standing twist. Find your breath. This pose help you learn more about your body in this moment. So beautiful, everybody. Inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, fingertips to the floor. Lengthen through the crown of your head and let the back foot meet the front foot. Come back into a forward fold. Shake your knees just a little bit and notice left and right. Put a bend in your knees, reach your arms high, extended mountain. And bring your hands to your heart. Pause again in mountain pose to notice. Just notice your body standing here in your own footprints, shoulders on your back, leading with your heart. Your unique and beautiful body. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold. It's a little bit easier to move now, half lift. Downward facing dog. Optional vinyasa. We're going to shift forward and drop our knees to the mat. And I'm going to offer something that might be kind of tricky for some of our knees. If this doesn't feel good to your knees, I'd like you to just have a seat and you can come into the pose another way. But this was kind of fun. We're going to take the right foot and cross it to the outside of the left. Right foot and cross to the outside of the left. And then you can just widen your feet a little bit and rock forward and back. And this is where not everyone's knees love this. And so you could just have a seat and cross your legs this way. If your knees are giving you a green light, we're going to go ahead and find our seat in these cow's face legs. So I hope I was clear enough about the modification there. Okay, so I'm going to hurry and switch so I can mirror you. Your right leg is over your left leg. And let's have this top knee a little bit taller at first so that we can work our way into a twist. Both of your hips on the floor. If that's not happening, lift up onto a block. Arms are going to reach high. Exhale, hands to heart center, elbows wide. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to your right, coming into a twist from the belly. And then turn your arms into I Dream of Jeannie arms. And let your elbow, your right elbow, move back a little farther. Let that elbow start to peel way back. Elbow now pointing to the back wall. Scoop that arm around and plant it on the ground. This left arm is going to chase it. It's going to, like it wants to be where that right hand is. Reach, reach. And when that elbow's as far as it can be, let this arm rest. It might rest on the knee. It might rest down on your leg or even hug that knee. See if you can find a place for that elbow. Touch the shoulder. Just find a resting place for the left arm. And then we'll go back into our breath of inhale, lift, elongate, expand. Exhale, soften. Ease your way back to center. If this bottom leg is unhappy, go ahead and unfold it. See if you can keep the top leg across. All right, so now let's see if we can get the legs a little closer together by just taking the feet a little wider. Fingertips on the floor, lift through the crown of the head and exhale, fold over your legs. Discomfort is common here. Let's avoid pain. You could grab your block, place it on top of your knee if you need to kind of just give your head a place to rest. Take deep breaths here, friends. Gently bring yourself to an upright spine. With that left knee underneath you, take the right leg off and let's move ourselves around into pigeon. So we're just going to extend that leg and roll forward. The left knee comes to the left wrist. Switching again. And the right toes reach back. You have the option to stay upright or come to elbows. Maybe give your head a pillow. That front leg, the front foot is going to be wherever the left knee prefers it. So I cringe every time I hear the cue, square your shin to the front of the mat. That only works for people with super, super flexible hips, people who are flat on the ground. So if there's any height underneath your hip when your spine is straight, bring that foot a little closer to your body. Let go of any competition. You live where you live. You live how you live. Take a moment in the beauty and uniqueness of your body. Right here, right now. Present moment awareness. And gently bring yourself up to your hands. So we can go into the second side the tricky way or the easy way. You decide. If you want to go the tricky way, the left knee is ready to just cross over the right. And you can scooch those knees in and just rock forward and back. After a few of those, you can just bring yourself to a seat. Again, the knees get to be the boss on that one. So now the left knee is on top. If that bottom leg wants to be straight, let it. So I have to switch, don't I? There we go. All right, sitting tall, reach the arms. Bring your hands to your heart, and we're going to twist from the belly. So the arms are out of the equation for the moment. Use your abdominal muscles to twist you to the left. Take your I Dream of Genie arms and then slide that left elbow back as far as you can and anchor the hand on the floor. This right arm follows. So we really want to pull that right shoulder toward the front and then settle the hand, elbow down. It's complicated, isn't it? Inhale tall, exhale soften. With each breath, just being aware of your strengths, your limitations. Maybe you live in a stronger body that's less flexible. Maybe you live in a flexible body that is working on strength. Can it be enough to just be in this body as it is right now? No competition, nothing to achieve, to get back to. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, come back to center. Adjust your legs as you need to. They can come a little bit lower. Fingertips on the floor. Let's fold over our legs. Just finding some discomfort for sure. Let your breath travel to the places where there is discomfort and resistance. Relax any muscles that seem tense. Let yourself sigh and release the breath. We'll come back to center and we'll start to make our way into pigeon. So you can just unfold the left leg and now the right knee will be forward. Coming into pigeon, I'm going to switch so that my right knee is forward in pigeon. I really love tucking the back toe and scooting that kneecap backwards as a way to get a little more space. You could try that. And then find the place you want to rest in this pose. Enough. These few words are enough. If not these words, this breath. If not this breath, this sitting here. This opening to the life we have refused again and again. Until now. Until now. One more deep breath in, half pigeon. Lift your head, come to your hands. And then let's just come from here over to our right hip and extend both legs out in front of us. Grab your strap for this next section. Legs out in front of us. Give a little shake to the legs. And then we're going to roll down onto our back. So bend your knees, take your strap with you, and we'll extend both legs up in the air with the help of a strap. So you can grab one and then the other. Come into this waterfall or legs up the wall with the help of a strap. You can gently pull your toes down. Let's prime the pump a little bit, legs closer, legs farther. As soon as you come to a point where your legs shake or they lock up, you've gone too far. You've gone beyond stretch and you've come into the place where your body is contracting and resisting. So stay inside of that edge. Maybe it means softening your knees. Find the place where it just feels really heavenly to just be right here with your breath. Full inhale, long exhale. And give yourself a little more length of the strap so your arms can rest on the ground. In addition to lengthening our hamstrings, this inversion is giving us many benefits, helping us to quiet our mind. Inversions are good for blood flow to the brain, mental clarity. Inversions are good for our nervous system. They point us in the direction of relaxation. They're good for our heart, our circulatory system. Take a moment to receive the benefits of this pose. And then grab a little higher on the band, bend your knees, help your feet to find the floor. Set the band aside and stretch your body out long like a starfish, just fingertips and toes expanding out in all directions. Take a deep breath, reach even farther. And then exhale, relax your body into that shape. Close your eyes. Notice your breath. You might consider staying here today for final rest. And if this isn't comfortable, feel free to adjust your body in any way. Finding something for your knees or your head. Take several breaths here, just relaxing into stillness. Preparing for a final meditation. I'd like you to take 3 more deep breaths with long exhales. And as you do, just bring your awareness to what you are aware of. Bring your awareness to what you are aware of. After the 3rd breath, begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And start to shift and stretch and make your way to one side. When you've taken a few breaths here lying on one side, begin to make your way back to a seat. And I invite you to find a comfortable seat, a place where your hips feel secure and planted beneath you, where your spine feels tall and supported. And when you arrive here, close your eyes again and settle for a couple more minutes of meditation. Taking long, deep breaths, resting in the natural flow of breath as body and mind settle. Place your attention at the top of your head. And without looking for anything in particular, just notice any sensations in the top of your head. And letting your attention move down, feel the sensations on the back of your head, on either side of your head, and through your ears. Notice sensations of your forehead, eyes, nose, cheeks, jaw, and mouth. Feel your neck. Be aware of your shoulders, your collarbones. Feel your shoulders from the inside. And let your attention move slowly down your arms into your hands. Making sure your hands are resting in an easy, effortless way. Feel your fingers from the inside, your palms, the backs of your hands. Do you notice any tingling, pulsing, pressure, temperature? Arrive in the life of your body. Let those hands gently make their way to your chest, one on top of the other. Be aware of your chest, your heart, your lungs. Let your awareness sink into your stomach, your abdomen, your upper back, your lower back. Let your awareness move to your hips, your thighs, knees, and feet. And then let your awareness rest on your whole body, noticing any sensations. Open to this changing dance of sensations, feeling your life from the inside out. In these last few moments of our practice, just acknowledge again our tendency as humans to achieve, to push, to compete. Take a moment to thank yourself for just being present, giving yourself permission to just be the beautiful and unique person that you are. Let's let our hands come together in this gesture of gratitude. Thank you for taking time for yourself today and with each other. Namaste.